Good morning. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show Podcast. Daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week. Things sounding scratchy again. I think I need to upgrade this equipment or something. Come on. Quit being scratchy sounding. Hang on. I must bash the Zenith just for old time's sake. Fuck it. Shit. Fuck it. Ah! That's always fun. That's always a great way to start. Okay. I'll be jumping around several story spots on the show. To start it out, first off, shows that originates in the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. I'm injured. I can barely move. I am not kidding you. My right knee is really messed up. Okay, if I have to get up to use the potty or take the dog out to go to the bathroom or something like that, you are going to see, you're going to be like, there's no way. There's no way that it really hurts that much, but it does. Oh boy. Oh. Good news, bad news. Yesterday, I closed my move ring again for the 5th day in a row. You know, the phone tells you, all right, your movement goal, you got to get this many calories burned or this many steps or whatever. And I've been, I'm gonna lean into this stupid little phone app. See how far I can get with this when it comes to being less disgusting. I don't know. Maybe that was my undoing. Maybe too much, too quickly. Tim says 5 days in a row, time to make a bigger ring. I did. 2 days ago, I made it bigger. Chris already with the blast. How many fun-size candy bars to celebrate? Oh, yeah, I know. Is the move ring what marathoners use? No, that the move ring is, for me, just another thing that I can screw up in my quest to not being such a disgusting slob. But it does motivate me. I will say that. And here's, I'm going to be jumping around on stories. The move ring does motivate me because yesterday, Diana and I were trying to figure out this cell phone thing, which I'll get to that story too. And we were outside near a strip mall on the phone with AT&T, and I said, "Hey, while you wait on hold, I'm gonna go get some steps in." And next thing I know, she turns around. She's like, "They're here. You got to come back." So I had to get a few steps in for that deal. But if I have to get up to take a leak, you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Because I've been sitting here, so the knee is like calming down and getting tight, if you will. But so leading into yesterday, I had a couple aches and pains, but nothing major. Like I noticed in the last few days when I go down the steps, my right knee starts to hurt a little bit. I'm like, wait and see how it is. Nothing major. Yesterday I wandered over to beautiful Hudsonville High School. The track team was there practicing pole vault. Old man wanders over to the track. Right away when I'm warming up, I realize I just don't feel good. Everything kind of hurts. Yeah, it'll loosen up after about a mile of just gradually increasing my intensity. Now, this is slow. But I'm like, after that mile, I didn't feel great. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to set any land speed records here. But let's at least just do it and close the old move ring. Then, as I'm getting ready to get started, your old pal EZ feels that rumbly in his tumbly. And I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, time to get the fuck out and go home. Before I did that, I headed over to the, they have like a restroom, and it's locked. Oh, great. March into the truck, speed home the mile and a half to my house. Burst into the house. The NFKs, I go, yeah, I had to use the restroom again. Oh, okay, man, shit, fuck, make sure you wipe your ass. And all right, so I'll end that portion of the story there. But it was like, thank God, because it was seconds away from a disaster. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just skip it. And I said, no, move ring. You must close the move ring. I go back to the track. Pole vaulters are finishing up. They think I'm crazy. Like, this guy was just here and he did 1 mile and then he left. Okay. So now what I'm doing is not really that intense or anything. I'm just, run a little bit faster for a half mile, run a little bit slower for a quarter mile, and do that a few times. Near the end of the workout, my right knee, it just, wow, shooting pain right through it. And it, like I said, it had been feeling a little weird, but not the end of the world. I was like, oh my God. And then so I like limped my way through this, the lap that I was on. And then I'm like, I can't run anymore. Let me just try to walk. So I'm walking. I've got about another 3/4 of a mile before I'm done anyway. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk through this. Maybe after a half a lap or something, it'll loosen up. No, not at all. In fact, it was getting worse. So I kind of walked a little more, half limping along. I get in the truck to come home. By the time I drove the mile and a half of sitting there, not using the knee, and then I tried to get out of the truck, and I almost fell down. Complete pain. Okay, limp my ass in the house. 3 Tylenol. And I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I can only assume this is some type of tendonitis. I don't know. I'm no doctor. I think this is the knee that I injured badly when I was a kid. And the theory is there's no ACL there. And you can live without an ACL, but this might be like coming back to haunt me because I never had it repaired. And if that is the case, I maybe, this is my armchair medical doctor knowledge, perhaps it is becoming arthritic because it looks wonky. The other one doesn't hurt. And honestly, I don't even know if this is the knee that I hurt when I was a kid. I don't remember. I think it is, but I'm not sure. If it is, and then if it's arthritic, that's a fucking bummer. But I don't want to lose my shit over this. I'm trying to stay calm. Probably just overuse, a little bit of tendonitis, no big deal. And then stay off of it, ice it, and in a few days start to ease back into maybe going for a walk here and there. But I'm telling you, if I have to get up to go to the restroom or let the dog out, you're going to see something that you're like, no way. There's no way that it hurts that bad. It does. Holy shit, does it hurt? When I got up actually, I had to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I got out of the bed and I'm standing there and I'm like, I can't move. It's ridiculous. And it's a bummer because, as I was saying, my move ring 5 days in a row, was so happy about that. And I may have, at least for one day, been really, I kind of took care of what I was eating. No, I didn't. I didn't at all. I had another quesadilla. It was this time a steak. I'm getting so good at making these things because you put the butter on this enormous cast iron frying pan, and then you put this massive tortilla on that, and then on half of it, and the heat is real low. Half of it you put like 8 pounds of this Colby Jack cheese. And then it slowly melts, and you got to make sure to move the pan because it'll brown the tortilla in just one spot. And you don't want that. All the while, I'm cooking steak left over from the shish kebab, Slaughter the Turk shish kebab extravaganza. Steak gets done. Put it on top of the cheese. I didn't have any pico made. Fold the thing over, slap it so it creases nicely. Pull it off, and that's it. It's awesome. Oh, my God. And then washed it down with a piece of fried chicken. So I had a great day eating yesterday because all I had was some grapes, an apple, a bowl of oatmeal with a little bit of sugar in it. Probably shouldn't do that, but hey, I'm getting there. I know this sounds ridiculous to be impressed with myself because I only ate a quesadilla and a piece of fried chicken. But where I'm coming from, this is a huge win. Because after I murdered the quesadilla and the fried chicken, that was at about 5 p.m., I have not eaten. I ate nothing more. But let me tell you, and this is the best part, at about 9:30, I limped my ass downstairs to, let the dog out or something, getting ready for bed. And I walked by the pantry. We had this walk-in pantry, and I look, and I see there's a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and another box of, like, Golden Grahams, some of my all-time favorite cereals ever. And they're like, eat us. Eat us. I'm like, fuck you. Hang on, I got to drink this coffee. And I was like, and this is that moment I was describing to you. I can be of sound mind and, very firm in my conviction about not eating shit, even though I ate a quesadilla and a piece of chicken. But still, you got to understand, when it comes to the cereal, I'm going to eat the box. So all I want to do is eat cereal. Perfect time. Right before I go to bed. Load up on a ton of sugar. And this actually, it's one thing to be worried about being a fat fuck like I am. But I also have to keep in mind something much more serious, and that is becoming diabetic. I cannot become diabetic. With one kidney, that is horrible. With two kidneys, that's horrible. But, do not become diabetic. And you can eat yourself into diabetes. I kept walking. I did not grab the cereal. And I said, you know what? Fucking get out of here and get to bed. This house is a minefield. If by some off chance that I am successful at this, it will be a miracle. Like, if I am successful at this, and also today they rescue those guys in the sub, they'll say, top story, Eric Zane did not eat any sugar, and oh, by the way, those guys were rescued in the sub. Doesn't make any sense, I know. But still, humor me. But now I'm bummed because this is really critical because I cannot go off the deep end on the food because I am now limited physically. The move ring streak ends today. I have to stay off of this leg to heal it. It is fucked. Oh my God. Very, very difficult. Even just sitting here when I have to move, you just saw that. In order for me to move around, I have to move the leg. And then when I kind of like bend it a little, I can feel all sorts of like pops and chirps and cracks inside of there. And painful as fuck. Holy shit. So something happened. Don't know what. I honestly think it is just overuse. Chris says, don't you have a knee brace around the house? It's not, nothing helps. I need to be off of the leg. I mean, it's that point. I need to actually be off of the leg, not doing anything to let this subside. Can you use a row machine instead of running? No, because you have to bend your knees when you do that. This is fucking legit. I can't even do anything. K-Dub. They get us on the cereal habit as kids. When we can't really think for ourselves, it becomes a habit to grab that box. It's shady. Nah. Come on now. Don't tell me you're one of those people. I never ate any type of cereal like that when I was a kid. The reason why I love eating cereal now is because I couldn't eat cereal like that when I was a kid. My mom was too damn poor. All right. So it's very, very important that I don't go off the deep end on the calories today because there's no movement. None. So critical time for your old pal EZ. On the Patreon yesterday, I was talking a little bit about how the Queen of the Forest, she scared the shit out of me when she came in this room again. And, but second time she came in, she's looking at her phone. She's like, I'm worried about this. We owe $1,038 to AT&T. What the hell? I'm like, I don't know. The only thing that's happened with AT&T is I ended up when my phone went out. I got a new phone, and this is completely strange because from her, she said, Eric, I need you to do this for me because I get anxiety and I don't listen to these people when they talk. And I'm like, what? She says, yes. So we agreed that we would drive to the AT&T store and get to the bottom of why they want us to pay $1,038. Here's the information that Diana presents to me. She did actually speak to a person on the phone, and they said, yes, a payment was missed somehow. And that's weird because we have it on like automatic payment. So I don't know how that happened. And so this is the information Diana gives me. She goes, we owe $1,038 and another $650 is going to be due on the 23rd of June. And I'm like, okay. Now, I didn't freak out, which is a win. I didn't have an anxiety attack, which is a win. I said, okay, well, let's do this. Let's pay that money right now, because if we owe it and we haven't paid in a few months or whatever the hell, pay it. So we do that. Then her and I drive to the AT&T store. Also, she says to me, If I go to ask a question, they said that in order for me to speak to a person, it's going to cost me $5. I'm like, what? So this is what Diana's told me. So we go to the guy. He's alone. We walk in. How can I help you? We explain everything that I just explained to you, including, we wanted to talk and cost $5. And he goes, no, that's not true. It's $5 if you want to pay over the phone. Now, Diana kind of looks at me side-eye because this is pretty accurate. This is normal for her to kind of get a lot of this wrong when she's stressed or because she's probably freaked out when they're telling her she owes $1,038. And so, I don't know. But, so we're talking to the guy at the store, and he goes, believe it or not, I can't help you. You got to call. We walk out of the store. We walk over to Bigby. There's a table and a chair. Chairs. She calls. She's on hold. That's when I said, hey, I'm going to go work on my move ring. I'm walking. I turn around. She's walking behind me. She's like gesturing. You can't just leave. They're here. They're ready to talk. I go, oh, okay. No problem. Guy starts talking. We explain, all right, we were paying a certain amount, and then all of a sudden it's telling us we now owe like double that every month, and we just paid $1,038, but it says that on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, another $650 is flying out of the account. Keeping calm. Again, this is all about charming these people. And this guy was a nice dude. It's always a goal of mine to, even though I might be at my wit's end and freaking out, do not lose patience with these people. They will help you. Work perfectly. Again. This guy says, okay, I see what happened. For some reason, the payment didn't go through the first time. You've got a number of charges, including the sales tax for the new phone, a couple of small charges for like maybe an accessory or two. And I see that you paid the $1,038. You don't owe us money again until August. So it kind of like was all in like phone limbo, I guess. Cleared it up with one phone call. Diana's like, oh, okay. So right away, she's like calming down, feeling good. Now, what I want to say is, you realize we could have taken care of all of this if you were at home and you're on the phone and you just would take a breath. This would have, if you just relax, be patient, not freak. Because when she freaks out, what they're saying, she admitted, it tries to go in the ear, but it doesn't, it bounces out. So I had to drive across town to a store to have a guy tell us that they won't charge you $5 to talk to them, which she said they do, and then sit at a Bigby and have a phone call, which is where she was prior to going across town to talk to a guy who tells us it doesn't cost $5. She was actually doing it. Oh, my God. If she heard any part of this, it would be a full reduction of Pooh Bear points. The drama is there is no drama. None. Everything's above board. The only thing that was weird was the a giant charge, but it was all just money that we hadn't paid because for whatever reason the payment didn't go through. She was on the phone with them. She was actually, and they said, and she somehow hears $5. Oh, I can't talk to you. Click, hangs up on him. Let's go to the store, Eric. Okay, will you go with me? Okay. Oh, my God. Kenney says must have been not been a corporate store. I don't know, maybe. Tyler says she can't hear when she's anxious. LOL. That's exactly right. Ashley says, my favorite thing when I'm stressed is being told not to be stressed. Works every time. Or you could have called yourself from home first. Well, based on the information I had, fuckface, I was told by the Queen of the Forest, yeah, they don't deal with the public now. It costs $5. Okay. And then there's everything is above board except the Titanic submarine. Oh, my God. Corey says, ladies love it when you tell them to calm down. No, yeah, you're right. You would never do that. The better thing to do is to simply just go, okay, that sounds like a plan, and then go. And then just do what they tell you to do. And then eventually it will work out. And then you just go home. It's picking your battles. Oh, my God. So we got that taken care of. Thank goodness. Thank God. Now, all of what I just said is more important than the sub. All of the world is paying attention to the sub. Before I get to that, though, please keep in mind that the show is available on Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Today, the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast happens at 7 Eastern Time. Check out the Patreon for free, patreon.com/Eric Zane, and sign up for 7 days and hang out with us this evening. You can actually be part of the audience. Like, I will see your face. I'll send you an invite to be part of the show. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Don't be a pussy. Just all you got to do is hey, who are you? What's your name? Well, nice to have you. Where you live? Okay. Enjoy the show. Bye-bye. So there you go. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Ben and I are also going to record a new episode of Who Are These Zanes tonight before the Patreon. And then that will be made available for you in, I believe on Saturday is when I release that. Okay. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. For those of you enjoying the show, Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. And on Twitter, @Eric Zane Show and YouTube. I got to set you free. If you want the full show every day, you can't get it on Facebook. I'm talking about the free podcast. You can't get it on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. I just give you the first opening minutes of it, half hour or so. Full show is twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, or download the Twitch app and search Eric Zane Live. Audio podcasts available wherever you download shows. Please subscribe to one of the platforms, whichever one is your favorite, and get my show sent to you every day when you subscribe. Eric Zane Show on whatever platform that you listen on. If you ever want to correspond with me, quickest way is email eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Twitch and Facebook brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Occasionally you'll see a car with a kitten stuck inside of it there. Twitter brought to you by Blue Frost IT as well. Okay, so I brought up one of my HelloFresh meal kits up north. Everybody's roughing it, hot dogs, hamburgers. and I busted out the HelloFresh pork tenderloin meal kit, and I served it up. I prepared it perfectly because I read the instructions, which are so amazingly simple to follow, and I plated and served an amazing pork tenderloin dish to my father and my stepmother and my wife and myself, and everybody's looking at us like we're glamping. Holy cow, it was awesome, and I want you to try HelloFresh. The audience members that have reached out to me and said, you were right. This thing is amazing. HelloFresh, the absolute best. The meal kit shows up at your door, and everything you need is inside of it. You don't have to buy even one ingredient. It's all there. All the instructions are simple. This is fun. If you have someone in your house who likes to prepare meals with you, or even if they don't, they're going to love this because it's so fun to combine forces, husband, wife, kids. Bring them all into the mix and have a great time preparing amazing meals with HelloFresh. Now, you can get 16 meals free just by doing this exact thing. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane16. That's HelloFresh.com/Zane16 and use code Zane16 for 16 free meals and free shipping. Oh my gosh. HelloFresh.com/Zane16 and then use code Zane16 and you can get just that. 16 free meals plus free shipping. Try it out. I swear this will not let you down. You will love it so much that you will sign up again and again and again. And let me know how it goes. Send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Tell me about your amazing experience with HelloFresh. All right, listen up, guys or ladies who have guys who are struggling with ED. You are not alone, but there is help. Hims has you covered. Lots of personalized options to treat ED. Viagra, Cialis, and Hard Mints wintergreen chewable tablets compounded with doctor-trusted ingredients. New, discreet, and only available through Hims. Hims has you covered for all of these amazing medicines that can help you. You go to 4hims.com/care. There, you can access licensed medical providers and trusted treatments for ED 100% online. Once you get the prescription, Hims will ship to you for free in discreet packaging, and then you're done. That is awesome. No copay, no awkward in-person appointments, no video visits, no insurance required. ED is personal, and now so is treating it. Go to 4hims.com/care to get started today. That's 4hims.com/CARE. Only available if prescribed. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information. Restrictions apply. Hard Mints is a chewable, compounded drug. The FDA does not approve compounded drugs, nor does it verify their safety or effectiveness. Okay. Not a lot to talk about on the sub other than that they're still like looking for the damn thing. There's some side stories about the sub that are garnering a lot of attention. This dumb fuck stepson has become bigger than his story has become bigger than the sub. This is definitely not the thing you want to do. Top story, today's show. Yeah, we'll talk about the sub in a minute. The big news is this retarded stepson who keeps doing stupid shit. This is the dumb fuck who decided that, okay, so Billionaire is underwater. He's got a stepson. And the stepson, you know, people kind of figure out who he is. And he goes on Instagram and he posts at Blink182. Hey, at Blink182, I'm coming to see you, even though my stepdad is underwater. And so some weird post. He like reveals himself that while the stepdad is in the fight of his life, He's going to go see Blink 182 in San Diego, the stepson of the billionaire. Now, if my stepdad was missing or my stepmom was missing, can you imagine if while they were searching for Joanne or Wally, I decided to do a fucking triathlon or I don't know, go see Blink 182 or some stupid shit like that. Hey, we're having a vigil at the house, Eric. Can you come hang out? Yeah, we're all getting together for to kind of support each other. No, I'm going to see Blink 182. Nope, I'm not going, man. I really want to get out of this. On all the. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go to see the concert. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you at the funeral. At the very least, even if you hate the guy, he's a billionaire. You don't want to fuck shit up when it comes to money down the road. This guy is a total fuck up. He is so close to a massive payout. All he has to do is act sad. And he's going to be a billionaire one day. How the fuck are you managing to ruin this? He's a stepson. A lot of times stepsons hate the stepdad. He might even hate him. And then he's like, boy, everything is coming up roses. I finally get this guy out of my life. I'm going to get a bunch of his money eventually because it's going to go to my mom. All I have to do is act sad. But this moron goes to see Blink 182. He reaches out to them through Instagram. Kenney, being one of the stupidest people I know, has the same mindset as the moron. He says, so why can't he be sad and still go to a concert? It's not like the dude is lost in the forest. He's at the bottom of the ocean. This is what I said on Patreon yesterday. Did you ever think for a second that him being there would be supportive to the other loved ones of the family? Wouldn't that be nice? Of course he can't go search for them. Everybody knows that. Are you telling me, dumb fuck, that if one of your loved ones, let's say your son, went for a submarine ride and they couldn't find him, would you go to see one of your shitty bands or go to fucking auction to get a new fucking video game? You're an idiot. To the Kenney. My God. He dumb fuck keeps going back. Yeah, but bottom of the ocean. Yeah, we know. We know he can't get to him. But when someone's near death or dying, you're supposed to hang together, be a friend, someone to support the other people who actually do care about the guy. K-Dub says, go be with your mom. Her husband is missing. Extended family has got to be hurting. You see, this is Kenney showing his true colors. He's a rat-faced bastard. Okay? I don't understand you sometimes. Let me explain that. Okay, stupid. Maybe Cardi B can explain this to you. This is what Cardi B has to say. Hold on a second.
Billionaires that's missing on the water from that submarine shit. One of the billionaires, their stepson, is at a concert, right? At a Blink 182 concert. And people is like, well, what is he supposed to do? Be sad at the house? Is he supposed to go look for himself? Yes.
Okay, what she's saying there is, some asshole named Kenney, a dumb fuck, said, what's he supposed to do? He's at the bottom of the ocean. What's he supposed to do? Go be sad? And she says, yes. See?
What's he supposed to do? Be sad at the house? Is he supposed to go look for himself? Yes. You're supposed to be at the house sad. You're supposed to be crying for me. You're supposed to be right next to the phone waiting to hear any updates about me. You're supposed to be counseling your mom and shit. Like, isn't it sad that you a whole fucking billionaire and nobody gives a fuck about you? Like,
she's talking to you, Kenney. Cardi B is saying to your degenerate ass, nobody gives a fuck about you, except you're not a billionaire.
Like you missing, and motherfuckers is ready to shake dicks at concert.
Kenny's getting ready to shake dick at a concert.
That's crazy. I'd rather be broke. I'd rather be broke than like and poor, but knowing that I'm loved. Billionaire.
Yeah, you see, and that's the thing. Kenney is broke. And so he's kind of has the worst of both worlds. What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit. Ryan says, what's up with that filter on her? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't understand you or anyone that thinks that it's okay for this asshole to go to the Blink 182 show. All right. So all of that happens, and then all of a sudden, all the tweets disappear. But before, okay, here's the next part of this. The guy's name is Brian Zaz. The stepson is Brian Zaz. In addition to the Blink 182, right after he made a plea for prayers, he was on OnlyFans trying to get some woman to sit on his face. Kenney, I hate you today. I want you to know that. For this stupid take of yours, I hate your guts. You are so stupid. You're beyond stupid. Any thought, any chance that I thought you were anything more than just a bumbling boob, out the window. You are so wrong and dumb. The stepson of a British billionaire aboard a missing Titanic-bound sub went online to flirt with nude OnlyFans models yesterday, as rescuers raced to find the vessel. Brian Zaz, the stepson of wealthy British explorer Hamish Harding, retweeted an image of an OnlyFans it girl, Bria, flashing her ass in a thong with the caption, "Can I sit on you?" Brian wrote, "Yes, please." This post came minutes after he asked followers to please keep my family in your prayers. Zaz, who boasted Monday that he attended the Blink 182 concert amid the search for his stepdad, came under fire by some observers who called his latest post tone deaf. LMAO, quote, tweeting a thirst trap while your stepdad is lost at sea is wild business. One person wrote, as another said, unreal to be tweeting this right now. Another user added, this guy loves Blink 182 and having ladies sit on his face, and he's not afraid to let the world know. Harding is one of 5 people who could be trapped 12,000 feet underwater on the Ocean Gate sub. This is the dude who looks punchable. This is a punchable looking dude. If Harding and the others are still alive, I think they're at right about now running completely out of oxygen. So that's just horrible. This is very, very sad. But leave it to this fucking moron. But he's not done. He's not done. Dickface went to Instagram, and this is what he had to say.
Believe it or not, I have about $100 to my name. I can't go out to the ocean. I have a legal situation keeping me here as well.
He's of the mindset that because he actually can't go to the ocean, he's there. That he has. There's no reason why he shouldn't just go on with his life. What a dipshit!
Believe it or not,
it's funny that this fucking moron and the dumbest audience member that I've ever had in 35 years of talking into a microphone are on the same page. That is so perfect to me. It's the most perfect thing. It's the most perfect way that this could possibly go.
To the Kenney.
Believe it or not, I have about $100 to my name.
Is he doing this too? Am I hearing this when he's talking?
I can't go out to the ocean. I have a legal situation keeping me here as well. I can't get on a flight. I don't have a passport. I was sitting here yesterday watching the news for 2 days straight. I go to a Blink-182 show because they have a ticket. It wasn't like I was having super fun. It wasn't like I was...
Okay. And in fact, I'll even give you this. I will say, go to the Blink-182 show, but don't let the world know, you dumb fuck.
Celebrating, have a great time. I was kind of just listening to some of my all-time favorite songs, kind of like nodding my head and just trying to get off the phone for like maybe like 2 hours or so and come right back into the drama. The submarine is stuck at the damn Titanic. There's nothing I can do for the situation at all. So
that's not true.
The truth.
That's not true. There's plenty you can do. Wait by the phone. This is what you do when someone is about to die, or I mean, especially in this scenario where, you know, this could be a scenario where you just suddenly find out maybe a miracle happens. If something fantastic happens and you're at the Blink-182 show or something terrible happens, oh my God, he's dead. Yes, you wait by the phone. Correct. You don't, everything stops when something tragic happens to a loved one. Yes, you're 100% correct. You nailed it. What am I? If you're the person that says, hey, what am I supposed to do? No one likes you. There's a reason why you're an asshole. All right. The asshole of the day today. Kenney now claiming, man, I didn't know certain details. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Corey says Eric legit started the story with that. Kenney now, okay, right now Kenney is sitting back and he's like, okay, I've done it. I did it. Once again, I woke up today and I said, I'm going to make myself the center of attention on the Eric Zane Show podcast. I talked with my wife, Amanda, and I told her that I'm going to really put the hardcore press, full court press about destroying Eric's show today. I'm going to really try to derail him. I'm going to dominate the comments. I'm going to fire off all these I'm going to act like I'm going to be the contrarian point of view, and it's going to be stupid, but you know, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do that on the show today. And then him and Amanda had phone sex. And then that was it. And now look at we're back where it all began. This is how it goes. This is all part of the grand Kenney plan. Kenney loves to be spotlight on him. You know, right now, he's like, after this is now done, he has done the Kenney.
To the Kenney.
This is called doing the Kenney. Right now, he's on the former Zaniacs page, typing that he did it again, and they're congratulating him. It all worked. I fell for it again. That is what we have here is a calculated attack. A calculated attack. That's what this is. Two people do it. We have two spies. They, Kenney and Amanda, and all they do is they talk to their lover, sexy voice Andrea, and Dean.
You're such a big black dick because I know you want to.
And figure out how they can fuck up the show. That's what's happened.
To the Kenney.
All right. Anyway, so everyone on the planet, except for Kenney and probably Amanda. Kenney and Amanda probably actually think that the guy is an idiot, but this is the focus today. They're actually they're actually acting on the side. They don't really like the guy, but they're acting like he's right just to piss everybody off here, because it's been a couple of days that we haven't had all of the attention on these two Neanderthal, gruesome, twosome twats on the show. That's what we have here. That's how it goes. We are all criminally victims and being held hostage by these two disgusting psychopaths. That's what's up. My God. I hate my life. Shoot me in the face, please. Boy, God forbid, though, if you actually do feel this way, because, if I die, Kenny's going to be like, well, I can't help, so I'm just going to play fucking dig dug and pound my pud. Oh.
To the Kenney.
Thank you to my friends at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, 616-532-6600. Irvines.com. Vines. It's Irvines.com to get your vehicles repaired right the first time. 616-532-6600. Irvines.com. Looking over my shoulder because there's a puppy dog wandering. Now, if she goes over there behind this couch, I'm going to have to get up. And then that's going to be ugly because I haven't moved for 1 hour. And you will see how fucked up this is. Thank you to the Kent County Health Department. AccessKent.com/health is their website. If you are without food, like it's hard to keep food on the table. Like if you can't make the quesadillas like I can, you may need some help. If you qualify, the WIC program will allow you to have access to important food items to keep your family fed. The Kent County Health Department is where you learn more about the WIC program. Just go to accesskent.com/health for more information, or call them at 616-632-7200. There's racing this weekend at Berlin Raceway. BerlinRaceway.com. It's Margaritaville night, which means those things are priced cheap. Heavy pours. Wow. Get a DD and go to Berlin Raceway. So much fun. I love the races at Berlin. I can't wait to go back there. BerlinRaceway.com is where you need to go to get the tickets. They're $14. That's it. And that's not much for some fantastic entertainment for you and your family. For 15 and under, get in free. The parking is free. You can bring a cooler with everything you want, all of your snacks and things like that, and soft drinks. No glass, though, and no alcohol. You can buy all the alcohol you want inside. It's all very affordably priced, including those margaritas for Margaritaville. Good time. They might even have fireworks. Not sure. BerlinRaceway.com. Click here to buy tickets for Margaritaville Beach Night. No fireworks. All right. Whew. That was a fast-paced hour of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Does Eric can't move on that knee, chainsawed foot? I think a debate between Kenney and EZ would be more entertaining. I don't want to hear from Kenney. I'm so pissed off at Kenney for that horrible take. God. So dumb. What is wrong with you, you psychopath? Tyler says, let's hear from the Kenney insider, Darla. Yeah, no, I can't do it. I can't move. All right. Shit. I'm actually flabbergasted by that hot take. Cardi B made me happy, though. I thought she was, even though I could only understand like one word, her putting you in your place was spectacular. Made me very happy. Who cut the cheese says, is everyone from Tennessee like Kenney? No. There is only one. Asshole of the day candidate, perhaps. No, he is the asshole. I'll just put it in there now. This is the first time this early in the show that we have named the asshole of the day. I think what's crazy about you is how stubborn you are. When faced, first of all, you don't even listen. You just don't listen. And then when you finally do, you're like, oh, okay. Ashley says, over the stepson? Damn. Well, yeah. Absolutely, because Kenny's agreeing with him. Kenny's actually still commenting. I'm not even reading what you have to say. No one cares. The two people in the United States that no one gives a shit about today are the asshole stepson and you. Kyle says, watch, end of the show. Zane will go, who's the asshole of the day? Kenney was yesterday. Shut up. K-Dub says the stepson probably doesn't even actually feel this way. He is acting out for attention. It's way worse to agree with him. See? There you go. That's why. And because of Kenney, this is all a plan. You realize if we go a day without talking about Kenney, it's just a matter of time before we're going to have a Kenney explosion. Where he's just going to say, hey, oh man, I haven't had attention. I now got to make myself known. I think the thing that the fact that you can't answer this, if your son was missing, would you go see Pantera? If you can answer, well, hell yeah, man, I would. Well, then you're being consistent. It's still terrible. But if you answer, no, I wouldn't do that. Well, that's even worse because that's what this scenario is. Now Kenny's caught in the minutia. That's not Pantera. Well, think of your favorite shitty band then. Your favorite shitty band of all time. Now, I should be very hateful, okay? I should be very, very upset because of Kenney actually going out of his way to try to destroy the show again. All because he needs attention. And everybody knows that that's what he does. We've come, for all of the years of warring, he hasn't really given a shit about any of it. This is fun for him. We are his sport. This is the Kenney Show. It's his podcast.
To the Kenney.
Aram says Kenney crushed it today. I am going to re-listen to the outburst rant. You see? You've done it. You are a genius. You are an absolute genius. In fact, I don't even believe that you're not a billionaire yourself. You probably are. And I'm just your plaything. You're sitting around on a stack of money like fucking Huel in Breaking Bad. Except you're bigger than Huel. And you're laughing at your old pal EZ. Because you have once again completely derailed the show because you're such a fuckface. Again, now we have another moment we can go back to on the best of. We can add this to the day you went crazy about the TV. We can add this at my dad's house. We can go back to the fucking Z-Speed mobile mechanic. We can go back to the banana worms. These are all different times that Kenney said, oh, man, I'm bored here. I'm a billionaire. I'm just sitting on my fucking money. What am I going to do today for fun? I'm going to go fuck up Eric. We all know it. We all know. Yep. Everybody knows the game. Come on now. We got you figured out. Amanda's right behind you. And then you go and report to your friends over on Zaniac United, whatever the fuck it is. We get it. We get it. Let's bring in Kyle from Dumpster Dive.
Eric Zane.
Yeah, I didn't call you on the right number.
Yeah, call that fucking right number, Eric Zane.
All right, hang on. All right, hold on. I gotta save that number. Kenney writes, you used to call me and we'd have a good little chat. But now you just choose to be pissed at me all the time. You are so dumb. You choose to be pissed.
Eric Zane.
Yo.
What's up, my dude?
I'm just talking about this sub. Did you see the whole sub thing?
Eric Zane, let me fucking tell you about this, Eric Zane. I had not heard about this thing until yesterday, and I saw a meme, and I did not get it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't understand what was going on. And then when I got home, Blue immersed me in what's going on, and we became submarines ourselves, going deep within this story.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's legit. I mean, it's like, can you imagine being next to the Titanic? You cannot get up from the bottom of the ocean, and you're going to die next to people who've been dead for 100 years at the Titanic because you love the Titanic.
I know, dude. Yeah, I was like hearing about, because, you know, like on the drive-in, like all the radio channels, they're talking about it or whatever. And I guess like maybe somebody on the submarine, like their great grandma or something, was on the Titanic. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking fucked up, dude.
Oh my God. This is such a dramatic thing. And the guy, you know, and then the people that all went down, they're all incredibly wealthy. You know, these are rich fucking people.
Oh, for sure.
At first, I thought it was like an amusement park ride. You know, you get like a ticket for like $30 and you go down in the fucking thing, you see it, and it takes you 5 minutes, you know. But no, it's just a serious operation. And I guess that sub was just a fucking bucket of bolts.
Yeah, I know. That's what, like, so it cracked. Okay, I mean, it's not funny, but like in some ways it's funny. Like if you were like outside of, like if you were God and or an alien or whatever, like you would think it's funny because you're like, okay, this guy puts together a couple of barrels, like a couple of burn barrels, and makes a submarine, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets the rich people and they're like, all right, well, how much is this going to cost? And then he's like, what is it, like 250 G's or something like that?
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, can you imagine that? Like paying 250 G's and then you show up and you look at the sub and you're like, we're getting in fucking that thing, dude? I would be furious, dude.
Yeah, so now they have no idea where it is. And I think that this is all like theater, because even if they had a sub that they could get down there, and they actually do now, they have similar type subs that are down at the bottom looking. But then, they have to like use robot arms to somehow fucking make it so that this thing can be brought up to the surface. I mean, if it went down on Sunday and they knew right away and then found it, I mean, it seems like it would be nearly impossible, even with that much time, to be able to figure something out to bring that fucking thing up.
Yeah, I know. I was reading about like some other dude who went down in a sub to look at the Titanic, like maybe in the 80s or 90s, or I don't know when it was. But he said like they got stuck down there on the propeller for a while and then like somehow got out, but it was like something. Oh, there's underwater currents down there. That's what I was reading. Yeah, underwater currents down there. They'll fuck you up. That's basically what the layman's terms.
There's a comment that one of the folks listening, Adam, says that when you're in the thing, you have to be let out. It's all bolted together.
Oh shit! Yeah, they're screwed, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell? Can you imagine? Okay, you pay 250 G's. You get into a tiny, non-safe submarine, and then like these dudes show up with like screw guns and stuff, and then like they're like, "What are they doing?" Like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna fucking basically like trap us in here forever." And you're like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, that's in hindsight, that seems nuts.
Oh man, can you imagine? Just like to me, okay, here's a hot take for you, Eric Zane.
Yeah.
And you know me, full Asperger's, full, objective and lacking of emotion, Kyle, as you know me.
Right.
I think if you pay 250 G's to get into a bucket and you get stuck at the bottom of the ocean because you shouldn't have gone in the first place, then, you died and that's what you get, I feel like.
So I totally get what you're saying. As they bring them up in a hypothetical scenario, as they're unbolting the thing, if the guy's like, "Help, we've only got 10 seconds of oxygen left," and then just as the last thing is bolt is taken off, they all fucking kick it right there.
Oh man, that would be a photo finish, baby. That would be intense. I know. To me, I was thinking about this morning. Like, imagine like they find them. And then, like, they bring them out, and they'll be dead at this point, or whatever. But like when they open the thing up, like everybody is like dead, but in 69ing positions because they wanted to get one last come in before they died. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's my new favorite joke about all of this. They're found eating ass.
Hey man, we're all people. We, if you're staring like mortality in the eyes, I would do it. I'd be like, all right, I got to get one last comment.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think I'd suck a little dick too.
Damn it, Eric Zane, here we are. This is like, we're only like 2 weeks removed from the last time you were talking about some dude sucking your dick, and here we are. Now you're sucking dicks in a submarine.
Tyler wrote on the chat, quote, "Guys, we need to suck each other's dicks to stay warm."
They probably do. I bet it's cold as fuck.
Hurry up, suck my dick.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. The other story is Cardi B. She lectured the stepson of the billionaire that's on there because, he went to see the Blink 182 concert, and and he announced it to the world. He actually tweeted at Blink 182, "Hey, my stepdad's in the sub. I'm coming to see you though. Can you play a song for me?"
Oh my God! Yeah, how old is this kid? Do we know?
He's in his 20s, I think, maybe late 20s.
Oh. All right. Well, if I think if you're in your 20s, you're a little old to make dumb, stupid decisions like that.
Yeah, and then right after so now he's on everybody's radar. This guy, and so then people, internet sleuths, figured out that he he said, please pray for my stepdad. Please pray for my stepdad. And then a minute later, he was chatting with an OnlyFans model saying that he wanted her to sit on his face.
Oh, man, you know what? This is the golden age for, what was that guy's name? Remember Pharma Bro? Remember that guy?
Yeah, I do remember Pharma Bro.
Yeah, and he was like the worst person in the history of America, like for a while. He's probably like feeling good about this. He's like, yeah, dude, this dirtbag 20-year-old guy is like taking all the pressure off, baby.
I'm understanding that the guy who I was just telling you about is actually 33 years old.
Holy shit, Eric Zane. I just turned 34 like last week, and I wouldn't do that like for at least, the last time I would do that was maybe when I was 11, I feel like.
Well, I mean, I would, I'm not saying, I mean, if he hates the stepdad, I would actually go to the Blink 182 concert and celebrate, but I wouldn't let anybody know that I'm going.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot about step relations. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see it.
But the idea everybody's murdering this guy is because his mother is dead guy's husband. Okay, so I mean, you might want to console her, wait by the phone, whatever. I mean, anything. And why do something that looks terrible? Because the stepdad's worth $1 billion. You're gonna fuck up your free ride, you fucking asshole.
I know. Yeah, I know. Like, just imagine him getting interrogated by the police for some reason. I don't know. This is probably not like an illegal offense, but like they're asking him questions and they're like, why did you do that? And he's like, the guy is worth $1 billion and he only gives me a monthly allowance of $50,000, so he can die, in my opinion. And it's like, okay, come on, dude.
And then the idiot is saying, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know I only have $100 to my name. He expects us to believe that shit. Come on.
Yeah,
for
sure. Dude.
If your stepdad is a billionaire and you only have $100, you're a dumb shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right, so that's like the big dominating story. That's all the world is talking about now is this fucking sub.
I know. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. What's happening in your world?
Well, Eric Zane, I'll tell you what. Daddy is tired. The unnamed company that I work for, I've been doing demo work for like 3 weeks straight, like at various addresses. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm about like, I don't think my muscles can take much more. Friday or tomorrow is the last day, so. Nobody call us for demo work. Give me like 2 weeks, okay? I need 2 weeks to recover and sit in the office, and then Daddy can be normal again.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm old, man.
Yeah. Now, what are you? 33?
34.
34. Oh boy, just wait, man. Just wait. I'm going through it right now. At 53, soon to be 53. Fucking hurt my knee, just like running, barely running, and now I can't move.
Eric Zane, I don't know though. We've been talking a lot about dick sucking lately. I don't know why your knees hurt, but maybe running is not the answer.
Exactly.
That was a low hanging fruit. I went for it. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yep. All right. Well, do you want to leave it there, or have you got anything else you want to bust out?
Eric Zane, there's one story that we gotta fucking talk about, okay? And this is there's not much going on in the world. Maybe the world is thinking about the submarine thing. But listen to this. And now this happened a week ago. So maybe did you already talk about the dude that shot himself in the leg?
I don't think so.
Okay, listen to this, Eric Zane. Just listen to this fucking headline, and then the story gets even funnier. So the headline is, Illinois man charged after telling police he shot himself in the leg during a dream about a home intruder. Right? So you're like, what the fuck does that mean? So basically, long story short, right? He's this old dude. He's like 62. And he's sleeping and he's having a dream. And in the dream, he decides someone's robbing him right now. So he whips out his gun, still sleeping, and shoots at the guy, only to find out as he wakes up that he was the fucking guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. That's the story he told.
Yeah. So that's what he told them, that he was having a dream that someone broke into his house and he shot that guy and then woke up as he was bleeding intensely and realized it was him, dude.
Holy
Can you believe
shit.
that? Is it believable? I don't know, but it's a wild fucking story, dude.
Oh my God. Yeah, I want to believe it because it's fantastic. I mean, I wish they would have recorded the interaction between the cop that he told that story to and him. I mean, I need to see like body cam footage just to hear the cop cracking up in his face.
I know, and it's like, because I guess this is Illinois, Chicago, suburban Chicago. So I don't know if it's like illegal to have guns there or what.
Yeah, that's a very strict state.
Okay.
I mean, you can probably have one in your home, but you can't. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look up Illinois law, but maybe he got in trouble.
Yeah, man, that was the only story that caught my eye because I just, of course, put myself in that situation and just thought it was funny where you might just like wake up and be like, "Fuck, I was the guy. It was me." And that's just Chicago, I guess.
Pride celebration in Grand Rapids last week. Kyle, did you go?
I did not, and I also did not know that there was one.
Oh, yeah, you are so busy. You don't know about the sub. You don't know about the Pride celebration. Holy fuck.
I don't know nothing.
You obviously unplugged. Obviously.
Dude, yeah. It's, I'm generally unplugged. You know what I mean? I go home and I just hang out. I just hang out with the fam. I don't watch the news primarily because it's just not in my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? See, I don't know what's going on a lot of the time. And I'm okay with that, I think.
My favorite thing was the boldness at which the local gays carry themselves. This is the place for people watching. There was some young chick walking around with a handwritten sign, and the sign said, "I love big old bitch titties."
Dude, yeah, I imagine a Pride celebration can get pretty. I mean, like, yeah, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about that time I was in Rumors nightclub. And I imagine it's like that times 100, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The gays are bold, man. I love it.
So you were there is what you were saying.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go to there's one Saturday in Holland. I think I'm going to go to that one and do some gay watching.
Yeah, just Eric Zane, just, maybe you have like 4 or 5 two-hearted ales, and all of a sudden you start walking around. You're like, hey, I was just telling my buddy Kyle that I wouldn't mind somebody sucking my dick if my wife died.
Yeah, sure.
And they're like, okay.
You see, this all adds up. Every time I talk to you, I'm talking about cock, and then I'm going to the gay pride parade.
And next thing you know, you're filing for a name change to be Erica Zane.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
All right, I'm going to cut you loose. I love you.
All right, love you guys.
Okay, there you go. Kyle from Unnamed Company joining us. I have a feeling that Darla peed. Hang on. You're going to see something bad. All right, I'm going to use this opportunity to go pee and then clean up her pee. While I'm gone, Kenney, feel free to entertain the masses. Do me that one solid. While I'm away, you can have full attention and just crush with the various things that you say. All right? Have at it, buddy. Thank you so much for your help. He says, what do you want me to do? I don't know. You're the celebrity around here. You do it. It's an Ask Me Anything with Kenney. Kenney writes, but seriously, guys, I did miss that this idiot tweeted out that shit about him being there. That's a lie. Obviously trying to gain attention for it. Well, pot, meet, kettle. And that is horrible. But going and escaping the reality for a few hours, if he hadn't done that, that is what I think would be okay. Yeah, we know you're trying to act like you didn't hear it. You talked with Amanda yesterday about this was going to be your angle to get all this attention. We know that. Look, It's silly to try to talk your way out of it at this point. We all know that you secretly start every show in an attempt to make it about you. We know that. That's okay. I mean, we're used to it. We know. All right. You were successful. Again, you are an absolute legend. Unbelievably powerful. And then the folks over at former page Zaniacs United, you probably have a secret message with them. Say, hey, I fucked him up again. I fucked this asshole up again today. And they're like, yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah. Let's suck Trump's dick. And you're going, yeah. That's how it is. We know it. It's called doing the Kenney.
Do the Kenney.
All right. Thank you to Kyle for taking a little time and being part of the show today. I do want to point out that I need a new t-shirt designer. If you or someone you know is into graphic design and they want to help out your old pal EZ, I mean, this is a paid position. Okay? I give this person like an idea and then they make the t-shirt. That's like one of my paid employees. This is a paid thing. This is not, I'm not looking for a handout here. Who's into graphic design to help me come up with a new t-shirt line? I don't know yet what I want to make on the t-shirts. The way I want to do this is, okay, do you agree? Yes. All right. Let's figure it out. And then when the ideas come to me, there have been several ideas over the years that kind of just float away. I want to have a person ready to go, hey, make me this t-shirt, and then boom, it's available. That's what I want to do with the t-shirts. So if you or someone you know is into graphic design, some quick money, easy work, reach out to me, Eric at EricZaneShow.com. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage invites you to reach out to them when it's time to get that mortgage. 231-332-6505. Anywhere in the U.S., the number one mortgage professional team, the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Reach out and they will roll out the red carpet service for you. 5 stars. Unbelievable reviews on the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. 231-332-6505. Call, mention your old pal EZ, and off you go. So awesome. Thank you. Ask about a refinance to get out of credit card debt. That is the way to do that. If you owe a bunch of money on a credit card, get out of that high-interest credit card by refinancing a portion of what you owe in the balance or the balance from your mortgage, and you'll pay a lot less in interest and be out of that high-interest credit card debt. 231-332-6505. While I'm at it, A&E Heating and Cooling, Joe Martinez. All right, the AC is just crushing it in my household during these toasty days. It's hot as hell. Thank you to Joe for keeping my very, very old AC unit running like it's brand new. 616-516-8579. That's 616-516-8579 for A&E Heating and Cooling. If you need a new AC installed, this is who you call. Thank you. And get that thing tuned up for just $29 or $79. Your existing AC has a better chance of breaking down and running a lot less efficiently if it is not tuned up and cleaned. 616-516-8579. Hang on. Darla, come here. Okay. I've gotten a lot of comments that Darla on the show is just fucking awesome. She just tried to bite me. You saw that. She's our Kenney insider today. Darla, what do you think about our pal Kenney? Now, you're being coy and quiet now, but you have to. Are you telling me you think he... Oh, it really pisses you off when he does. I know. He intentionally makes shit up and tries to derail the show. And that, you know what he does? He reaches out to the former Zaniacs and says, look at what I was able to do on the show. Now, what do you think we should do about that? Honey? Is he making you so mad that you can't even talk? Is it that infuriating? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, honey. That is your Kenney insider, Darla, with her take on all of his nonsense. Kyle says, pick up O'Neill and do the same thing. He won't participate. Puppy Gronk is onto your shit. Brandis says she looks like she wants to murder you. Well, yeah, she's upset about Kenney. All right. Ashley says you should have capitalized on a gay pride shirt this month. That's a great idea. That's why I need a shirt person. Next year. I'm going full gay next year. It's too late now. Pride's almost over. Pride month. But you know what? I think you, if I had the money, I would make you a producer. I would make Tyler a writer and a sidekick because he's funny as fuck. And I would make Ashley a producer. Not allowed to talk. I don't want to hear your voice. I just want your input. Like that shit. That's I would never have thought that. A good producer would think that. And she also is the one who gave me all this info on this fucking son of the fucking sub guy. You know, had she not, I didn't even know about it. If you ever have a story that you want to share with me, you think that I would have fun with, please don't be a stranger. Send it along, Eric at EricZaneShow.com. I am entirely dependent on you all. I appreciate the input. Send it along. And then, you know, I can use it on the show. It helps. It really helps. Okay. Like this. Ryan sent a terrific story. God, this is sickening. About 2 years ago, when I got back on the air on 101.3. Hold on. No! The fuck are you doing? Hold on. Chew on this. Not the wall. When I started back on 101.3, I didn't tell anybody, and I wanted to see if anybody would notice that it was on the air, and people did notice, and they said, hey, is that you? I was like, no, it's not. It's not. And then I came up with a story and said, yeah, we got a legal challenge because Big 101.3 is using my voice, and then through computers or whatever are creating my voice, but that's not me. It's a robot. When I did all that bit, and then I eventually revealed that it is me, and I'm still there now. When I did that bit, I didn't even know that this was something that they were working on for the future. That exact thing is a reality now. Artificial intelligence DJs. So, Radio GPT is the tool where if you input audio from a person, enough of it, it takes a little while to train it, if I'm understanding this correctly, because I don't even think I'm getting all of this right, but I think I'm getting I'm getting some of it right. You train the application And like if you were to add enough input of your old pal EZ, and then you get it to a point where it's trained, you can then simply write out information, and the voice will produce what you want it to say. So you could just type in a few, talk about the submerged sub, or the missing sub. And the artificial intelligent AIEZ would then do that. And the audience wouldn't be the wiser. It sounds that, well, I take it back. It sounds a little fucked up. I don't think it's perfect. But that's a thing. And radio stations, were the ones who've been like leading this. Radio wants this to happen because they're so broke that if they can think of yet another way to avoid paying someone $12 an hour to voice track for what, when I'm on Big 101.3 for an hour of my time, I can voice track 6 hours of broadcast. And they give me $12. That's it. Now, that's a fucking bargain, because years ago in the radio industry, people had to be there to actually do the air shift all hours of the day. Now you don't have to do that. Despite that, they still want to cut it even more so that there's no one even getting that $12. They want to just type out a few things, and then a voice will then do the heavy lifting, and the audience won't know the difference, supposedly. I haven't actually heard an AI DJ. No, I take it back. The one on Spotify is actually sounds pretty good. Let's see. All right, this is my Spotify DJ.
Hey, how's it going, Eric? I'm your DJ X. Glad you're here.
He sounds like Eric Zane's City of Warren.
The heart is a blue.
All right, now that's all he said. I'm your DJ X, but I need more. I can't get him to talk to me now. Well, maybe they don't have it perfected. I don't know. Fucking hey, that's it? That's all you say. I'm your DJ X. Hey, Eric, I'm your DJ X. Anyway. That's AI. This all comes up because Ryan, audience member Ryan here, he sent me that a person that he used to work with at Fox 17, she was an intern, made her way into the radio business. Her name is Ashley Elzinga. And she's in Portland, Oregon at Live 95.5. The radio station has trained her voice through Radio GPT, and they are now going out of their way to say, hey, in addition to Ashley, we have AI Ashley. So when she's on the air now, she's not on the air. The AI is on the air. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why would she agree to do that? Well, she probably didn't have a choice. You know what radio is? Radio is a lot like sex trafficking. Sex trafficking has more room for advancement than radio right now. Live 95.5, a radio station in Portland, made the announcement that divide opinion among listeners like few things have done in the past. By the way, this article was probably written by AI. The radio station has revealed its plan to use an AI tool called Radio GPT, developed by Futuri Media, and clone the voice of its popular DJ. The tool utilizes the advanced capabilities of GPT-4, an artificial intelligence model, to generate a script based on trending news, which is then read by a synthetic voice known as AI Ashley. Our AI Ashley on this show would say, fuck you, Joe Gassman. Fuck you, Joe Gassman. How about a flying laptop? Ah! The article goes on to say, yes, it will be a clone voice of the real Ashley, who is very much alive and kicking, but not seemingly in protest. To address concerns, Live 95.5 assured listeners that the AI host, AI Ashley, would not replace the traditional human host, Ashley Elzinga. That is a lie. I can promise you. Reported TechCrunch. What they're going to do is they're going to incorporate AI Ashley. And then after a little bit of time, they're going to fire the real Ashley. But when they do, they're going to say, and we're going to give you a month's worth of pay if you sign this agreement that we can use your voice. And there's nothing more that she can do, and she will sign it. And then voila, she will be on the radio in perpetuity. The parent company of the station Alpha Media clarified that it was a hybrid approach where both traditional live Ashley and AI Ashley would coexist during different segments. Oh, that's just freaky. I think I'm going to go, because I'm voice tracking today for Big 101.3, 7 to midnight. And in addition to making fun of pudding, I'm going to start to say, hey, this is EZ, but I'm AI EZ. I'm not really Eric Zane. I am an AI voice. We don't need Eric Zane anymore. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pick up the ball and run with that, because that's what's going to happen anyway. I mean, eventually, I'm going to get Eric, we're making cuts here at the radio station. Granted, we pay you $30 a month to be the voice track star of weekends on Big 101.3, but made some changes, and we're going with AI Eric Zane. We'll give you your final paycheck and tickets to the RV show, and if you sign this agreement, you can have all of this. AI Ashley will end up putting a hit out on Real Ashley. Will AI give us groundbreaking stories such as how to load a dishwasher or a candle recall? I don't know. The Miley Cyrus episode on Black Mirror a few years ago was very similar to this. I think it was even named Ashley. Ryan says, concerning this person that he knows, this Ashley Elzinga, he says, yeah, sadly, she's been doing a media circuit, and she seems to be posting that she is genuinely happy with it from some posts I've read. I can't help but think you've sold your likeness and it will replace you. Oh, absolutely. I can guarantee you. Ryan says, I bet that the AI voice can definitely do dishwasher loading or candle recall. Our Ashley says, never. That's irreplaceable talent. More on AI Ashley. I love how Alpha Media said, oh, yeah, you know, the human host will carry out various responsibilities while AI Ashley is on the air. Oh, yeah. So showing up to the, fucking PetSmart remote to hang up the banner or drive the station vehicle to get a fucking oil change or some shit like that, or brings the prize wheel over to Pizza Hut where they pay her in actual Pizza Hut coupons. Oh, yeah. This frees up the real Ashley to do great things like community engagement, managing social media, and working on digital assets. And yes, real Ashley will be paid the same salary as earlier, Alpha says. It ain't much. It ain't much. Importantly, the synthetic voice resembled the existing radio host that the audience had already connected with. But the AI voice, although similar, clearly identifies itself as AI Ashley and would be easily recognized by listeners as being artificial. This is so weird to me and sad. Alpha Media emphasized that the adoption of Radio GPT was not driven by cost-saving measures. Another lie. Maybe not initially, but that is what it's going to be. But rather as an efficient tool to enhance the capabilities of radio hosts. In effect, for example, if AI Ashley is on the air, then the real Ashley would be doing various other things as part of the job. You thought I was kidding, but she actually will be getting oil changes for the station vehicles. The real Ashley would have the able assistant, AI Ashley, to depend on when she did something else that was of critical importance, too. Seemingly two people doing the job in a much more efficient way. That's such bullshit. It takes next to no time to voice track 6 hours of broadcast. It's a piece of cake. However, the introduction of AI DJs faced mixed reactions from the public, particularly on Twitter. Some expressed disappointment, feeling that it was disrespectful to the radio profession. Yeah, radio listeners have more integrity about presenting on a radio station than the actual radio stations themselves. These are owned by giant companies that don't give a shit about any of that. Not a bit. In a matter of months, maybe years, this will be the norm. Hold on. Stop! They do not give a fuck about any of that. If I owned a radio station, I would never put on the AI voice. I just wouldn't hire anybody. I'd just play fucking music. Or I'd put my own voice on it. If I owned W. Zane, it would be all me. Okay, I would train the Radio GPT to my voice and then just write, in whatever particular way, be an asshole, get canceled, tell everyone to fuck off, tell Kenney I'm onto his stupid game of trying to derail the radio station, and
Stupid Kenney.
Scream at the Zaniacs for being racist, MAGA scum, white trash pieces of shit. And that's about it. And then that's it. Every other song you'd hear me saying, hey, fuck off. And then that's it. Alpha Media oversees more than 200 radio stations across the U.S. This is the world's first radio broadcasting company with an AI DJ. You will hear more about this as time passes. How does Radio GPT work? Radio GPT scans a vast array of news sources, including social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to identify local trending topics. Well, that's the thing. If the voice is going to just tell you that these things are happening, what it won't do, though, is give you an opinion. It won't tell you how it's thinking or how it's feeling. It's just going to present, headlines. Like AI Eric Zane would say, submarine still underwater. Haven't yet found it. Stepson does stupid things. Goes to the Blink 182 concert. Dumb fuck in Tennessee agrees with the kid and says he's not hurting anybody and then acts like he didn't hear the whole story. Here's Blink 182 on AI Zane. GPT-3, an integral part of the tool, was utilized to create scripts based on these trending stories. Human moderators would then review and edit the content. TechCrunch revealed, notably, this is expected to ensure inaccurate content, referred to as a hallucination, and would not be disseminated. By the way, there's been so many grammatical and typographical errors in this story. I'm 1,000,000% convinced that this was written by AI. The radio station even has a image of AI Ashley. The real AI Ashley looks somewhat insane compared to AI Ashley. AI Ashley looks more normal than real life Ashley, who has crazy eyes. It's unnerving me. A face like that, this woman has cut off dicks before. Without a doubt. I don't think AI Ashley's cut off dicks and ate them. But I think real life Ashley, maybe Ryan can shed some light on that. Is real life Ashley, is she a dick shredder? Our very own Ashley, our Ashley, says looks like a laptop thrower if I've ever seen one. It's your spirit animal. You fucking kook. Ryan writes, hey, everyone, Eric Zane here. We have some difficult news to share. Management has decided to let Eric Zane go. We wish him the best. Local Hilljacks rush to save dirt people. Best headline ever. That was a good one. Now I want to hear it. Is this it?
Okay. At this hour, right now on this show, list of things I can't stand. People who will defend their coaches no matter what. Eric Zane Show Podcast and Eric Zane Show listeners. And I'm not quite sure that order isn't reversed. Man. Yeah, but I do a good...
I don't remember what that one's about. This is the one I want.
Moneyline Monday. And free credit. And use that up, I think, was it in Traverse? From that carnival ride up, I think, was in Traverse City. That looked like it was it's full of people. And it looked like it was going to tip over. And everybody rushed to help balance the thing. I was reading from the Eric Zane Show podcast, and they had the video. And his quote was, poverty carny ride at Michigan Hillbilly Convention goes bonkers. Dirt people rush to help. Oh, Zane. Every time Eric Zane, it seems like he's going to settle down and just be a good guy. He completely alienates half his audience. It's amazing. On a serious note, how about the people who came and balanced that? Now, I'm not going to jump on these rides at all. You know what I love about carnivals? Their food. I'm not lying. Food and cold beer or cold beverages. But if you're the Eric Zane Show podcast, you can't put as a headline over the video, poverty carny ride at Michigan Hillbilly Convention goes bonkers. Dirt people rush to help. Oh, gosh. I'm not going to stereotype carnies, okay? I'm not going to do that. I applaud the people who just all rush there to balance it, to stop the damn ride and let the people get off before there was tragedy. And the reason we can laugh is that there was no tragedy. And I think Eric should retract his paragraph above the video. Poverty carny ride at Michigan Hillbilly Convention goes bonkers. Dirt people rush down. 24/7. The podcasts are free at the Huge Show.
All right. Thank you for the reminder. It's always good to play that from time to time. So much fun. I need to dive into Radio GPT. There's so much that can be done for evil. The suggestion, AI huge. I could do an AI version of the Free Beer and Hot Wings show with Kenney. I could take Free Beer and Hot Wings and add Kenney to it. I could take Kenny's voice from all the times he's been on the show crying, and I could train the Radio GPT to Kenny's voice, and then I could type in the variables, and the AI Kenney would spit out content. I could write, okay, I want you to talk about eating Amanda's asshole, intentionally ruining the show, doing heroin with the former Zaniacs, and laughing hysterically as I lay on my pile of money. Enter. And it would do it. Kenney says, nobody remembers my real voice, only your version of it. Yeah, but for this, I would actually hunt down your voice. It would be fantastic. You could do a Kenney Z-Speed Mobile Mechanics sponsorship read. That's too much. That's too much, man. Unbelievable. So I think that there's a silver lining here. Radio comes up with AI voice to keep from paying Eric Zane $12 an hour. Eric Zane out in the cold. But EZ will use AI voice to create his own evil voices for this show, this podcast. We could do a whole fucking Patreon show. We could have Huge teaming up with Free Beer and Hot Wings with producer Kenney. And then I could take Ashley's voice. I could take Ashley's voice, our Ashley, and producer Joe's voice, and do Ashley and Joe in the morning, the Gaslight Morning Show. Oh, my God. And every show would end with Ashley throwing his fucking laptop out the window. Man, I have got to take some time and figure this shit out. Now, this is all, let's just call it now an easy broken promise. The lion's share of my time is spent sleeping and podcasting, like actually speaking into a microphone. However, if I can somehow carve out the time to make this a reality, the possibilities are endless. Ashley says we still need to organize our laptop throwing charity event for next year. Out in front of the Free Beer and Hot Wings studios. Close off the street, throw laptops into a dumpster. Hot Wings can look down from the 5th floor, whatever floor he's on. And, oh, yeah, there's the lady Ashley who I said wasn't pregnant. I either said she wasn't pregnant or it wasn't her baby. Or it wasn't Joe's baby. I said one of two things. All right. Today's asshole of the day is Kenney for intentionally trying to sabotage the show again like he has been for years and then acting sad while laughing hysterically in his mansion. Disgusting human being. Horrible. Every one of you are fantastic except for Kenney. I appreciate all of you very much. Despite not being able to talk. Kenney being described as swimming in gold coins. I'll talk to you on Patreon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.